Lil Poppa manager sat down with Big Bank and said Rick Ross' daughter, Toy, which is Lil Poppa baby mama, didn't allow him to see his son for 3 months, and that put him in a very dark place, on top of having depression and fighting with health issues. Now, Toy responded, so make sure you watch the full video, and I will also give my opinion at the end. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy Music 101, the Street Reporter, and I'm back with another video. Let's get into it.
And you know, and I think another thing that I think contributed to his spiral for like the last 3 months before that, and the only reason I'm touching on this subject is because it's a big thing also in this generation. Him and his baby mom was at odds, and she let him see his son for 3 months. And like the week before he passed was like his second time seeing his son since November. And because she wasn't there, I mean, he seen him for a few minutes on Christmas.
Okay, yeah.
But I'm saying like being able to get him and but because she wasn't there to experience what that did to him, I don't think she took it serious. But I'm saying that to say this, that shit sent him into a black hole that I also think even by the time he was able to start back getting his son, he couldn't really come back from either. Because in those times, he was getting higher, trying to just, you feel what I'm saying? And it started a cycle of just every day. He either sad about it or he mad about it. Every day. And too many people feel like that's okay when they at odds with the daddies. Or you feel what I'm saying? And don't come back later after the detriment has already done. Because guess what? If this situation wouldn't have happened, bang, and I'm calling a spade a spade. If this situation wouldn't have happened, that would have been a time that she still would have felt like she didn't do nothing wrong.
Damn.
And it is. And it's like that for so many people. I literally just, like, when this happened, I literally had so many managers in my DM, so many, like, I'm going through the same thing with my artists. I'm going through the same thing with, was it the baby mom? And even still, a part of my speech at the funeral was like, yes, we can say that we all played a part on his mental to some degree. Her, me, family, friends.
Toy responded, and this was she had to be viral and been wanting to be viral since my baby daddy passed. At Duchess818, here you go. Why would you sit on that couch and say that me not letting Papa see our son for 3 months played a part in his death, knowing he wasn't seeing our son because of you? Why the fuck would you leave that part out? I told Papa, if he kept having you play daddy to our kid and having you be a middleman for our child, he could not get my son. Do you want to post the proof, Bobby? I kept receipts, and I never gave Bitter BM. There's no reason we moved to Atlanta to be closer to his dad in October, for his dad to be more hands-on, for you, the manager, to be the one calling me and texting me about my son. I ain't F with you. I made my baby with that wigger, and it was that wigger responsibility to be calling me or arranging any plans for my son with me, not me arranging it with the manager. But you also left out the part of you effing on my baby daddy and want to play house with my son. And that's why you couldn't understand it as a woman or a person with kids of your own, because you were secretly playing house with another B baby. Papa seen Kofi November. No, he didn't see him none December, because y'all sent the police to my house December 10th trying to be nasty and do a wellness check for my son, knowing he's well taken care of. I don't play police games. So nah, he ain't get my baby. But let's tell him how when I did let him get Kofi in January and told him come along without you because for some odd reason he never could be alone, you hid in the back of the car coming to pick up and drop off my son when you knew the whole reason of him not getting him was because of you, because you don't know your ucking place and never did. Like what overly grown B is pulling up to another house to pick up another ucking baby and hide in the back of a wiggle trunk. You weird, evil. Be real. Don't mention me and try to play like I did wrong on my behalf behind what I birthed. Ain't nobody gonna play with him, not even his own daddy. Y'all been playing on my top for years now. You want to bring up it that you know you caused because you want to clear your face like you've been trying to do about this suspicious blank. You played the biggest part in it. You was the one stealing. You was the one causing controversy between him and his loved ones, baby mama included. You was the one sucking him dry, literally. You was the cause of his. That's why he did it in front of you. Nah, let me just say this. First, she said, since you want to go viral and been want to go viral since my baby daddy passed, I don't agree with that. I don't feel like this lady wanted to go viral. You know who I blame for her going viral? I blame the internet because soon as we heard that Lil Poppa manager was there when this took place, guess what y'all did? Y'all went with the conspiracy theories. Y'all went to saying, oh, it was the industry. Oh, the manager was there to cover it up and make sure the plan was followed through. Y'all made her popular. In fact, y'all didn't even know that the manager was a female. Majority of the bloggers was saying that the manager was a man and showing pictures of his old manager. Me and a couple more really did our research and found out that the manager was a female. Y'all didn't know that the manager was a female until the funeral when she spoke. And the only reason why she spoke, because she was getting so much backlash and the rumors that was going around with this conspiracy theory stuff. Like she said during the funeral, she asked Yo Gotti, should she speak? And Yo Gotti told her, they gonna say something if you don't, they gonna say something if you do. So go on ahead. So I don't agree with her trying to be viral. Like the internet did that. The next thing I want to speak on, she said the reason why she didn't let Lil Poppa see his son because Lil Poppa always made the manager be the middleman. That doesn't give me bad on the manager. What that tell me is he didn't feel like it was working between y'all two to have a civilized conversation to be able to coexist and co-parent properly for the child. So he got a mediator, something that the courts encourage parents to do if you can't get along. So he got someone to say, hey, Papa want to get him this day. Papa want to get him that day. Is it cool with you? He got someone to say, hey, Papa and the baby is here. They doing this. The baby ate, the baby sleep, the baby running, the baby walking, the baby talking. The lady was relaying messages and keeping you informed with what your child was going on. But what you said was since Lil Poppa wasn't doing it himself directly to you, you didn't want him to see his child. One thing I know for a father that have been in this situation, if a father choose to get somebody to be in the middle, he don't feel like whatever y'all got going on is working. He don't feel like the co-parenting is co-parenting. Because one thing us fathers hate is a motherfucker in our business. Another thing she said, oh, I told him if he got to keep bringing you to pick up and drop off the child, you can't get him. Well, evidently, he didn't feel comfortable being in your space alone. And I have been in plenty rides with my homeboy. Hey, ride with me. Make sure she don't trip out because the bitch say I hit her. You my witness. I done roll with plenty homeboys in situations like that. And we all know one thing about baby dad is that if you cool with the baby mama, we gonna flirt. We gonna say that if I enjoy the little space that we have, or if I feel like we can coexist, I'm going to pick up and drop off my baby by myself because it might be a little chance we could flirt, talk, or whatever the case may be. So by him not doing that and always having a manager present, I don't look at the manager like she wrong. I look at this situation as Lil Poppa saying that y'all can't get along, and every time he go by himself, it's some shit. So he allowed a manager to ride with him. And it got to the point where you said you don't want the manager to come, so she had to get in the trunk. That's not bad on the manager. That just goes to tell me that Lil Poppa didn't trust y'all meetups and drop-offs. Another thing, she feel like the manager and Lil Poppa was smashing because they were so close. Because mind you, she dropped receipts to everything she said, but them having sex. So this is the real root problem why she don't want Lil Poppa manager around, because she feel like they smashing and he don't even want to talk to me. I gotta go through this lady. He don't want nothing to do with me. So she smashing my baby daddy and she got control of communication with my baby daddy and my child. And we all know how that go. We all know. I done seen it well too often. I done seen it well too often when the baby daddy don't want nothing to do, and it be vice versa. The baby daddy or the baby mama don't want nothing to do with their baby daddy or baby mama. And hey, such and such say, could they get the baby this day? Or they have their mama or auntie. Such say, hey, say, could you drop the baby off over here? Or could I come pick the baby up? And that shit pissed them off. It pissed them off because they be wanting that interaction. So this right here don't make me look at the manager no kind of way. But get in the comments if I'm wrong. But she had more to say. Good afternoon, America. We smoking Dutchess today. Y'all roll up. I would say I hope you have lawyer money, but you don't even have a place to stay. So I know the answer to that. Doing interviews on a little couch, not gonna cut it though. Them lawyers gonna have a field day. And we still waiting on your response, Bobby. Because if I lied, please merch it. Now, could she sue the manager for saying Lil Poppa went to a dark place because he couldn't see his son for 3 months? No. Because the baby mama don't have no proof that he wasn't in a dark place. Like, let's just be real. And it's songs. It's songs. Now, I don't want to revisit this situation because this is not a bash party. But when he first died, I did spoke on the situation and the beef between him and his baby mom. And Lil Poppa made songs about her not allowing him to see the child and how she was bitter. And she snapped back and made posts and did her little one too about how he was a deadbeat. So clearly it was drama there. Clearly he wasn't cool with the situation of not being able to see his child. So that could be proven. But could it be proven that he wasn't in a dark place when he couldn't see his child? No. So she can't sue his manager for saying she can't. I'm sorry. But let me speak on this situation of a mother not allowing the father to see the child because whatever reason she feel like it's important enough to not allow that child to see his father. The phrase of the father's got to fight, y'all making that shit too normal because it never supposed to be a fight. Yeah, fathers, you got to fight, but it never supposed to be a fight. Why do we have to fight to be in our kids' life? Why a mother not telling her daughter, hey, you know you wrong for keeping that child away from his daddy? Why you not telling your sister, you know you wrong? Why you not telling your cousin, you know you wrong? Why you not telling your friend, you know you wrong? Why you not telling your auntie, you know you wrong? But instead, y'all want to stand on it and push this narrative, fight. Listen, man, when I was coming up, 80% of my friends didn't have fathers in their life. 80% of my friends didn't have fathers in their life. Though that same 80% have became fathers. And those men that I grew up with is some of the best daddies. I could clearly say my generation have been some of the best daddies coming from a home where it was no father. Yes, deadbeats out there. But when you got a father that's paying child support and a father that's still helping out financially on top of child support and active in the child life, and you don't want that father to be in that child's life because you feel a way about the father, that's fucked up. And the people around you is worse because they not calling you out. But yes, it's sad for fathers. We do got to fight. Just like we got to fight to stay alive. We got to fight the people in the streets. We got to fight the system. We got to fight these police officers that's targeting black men. In the world of a man that's fighting against the world, we got to fight to be in our kids' life. So all I can say is keep fighting, bro. That's it. Y'all get in the comments and tell me what you think. Like, comment, subscribe, turn on all post notifications. It's free. Do it for me.
Ladies, your baby daddy should not have to fight with you to be in a child's life. Sometimes y'all be the reason why it's so many absent fathers. If you can't control a man, y'all want to use y'all kids as leverage. Y'all be toxic as hell and wonder why they don't want to be bothered with y'all ass. It ain't even the kids, it's y'all. You don't know how to set y'all emotions to the side and do what's best for the kids. Everything y'all do is spiteful. Y'all will treat y'all kids like because y'all don't like they daddy. Ladies, if you want that man to be an active father, allow him to be. Don't nobody want to deal with your bullshit. Free game.
My son's younger brother, because his daddy was in prison, she told my son that I died in prison. So she told both her sons that their daddies died in prison to make it to where one wouldn't ask what a father was and the other one didn't have a father. You know what I'm saying? One had a father around and the other one didn't. So she basically made it to where both of us were losers when I'm definitely not a loser. I own a whole construction safety company. I got all kind of shit I do. Got apartment company, all kind of shit. I'm a millionaire. So mothers do this to try to make everything equal. They will, if one kid has a bad father, she will keep the one with the good father away from his dad so none of her kids can ask about where's my father because that other one got a daddy and this one don't.
That man didn't abandon his family. He left you. Let me cook for a second. There are a lot of women who try to guilt these men into coming back as if they are bad people because they decided to leave the woman and they want to be active in the kid's life. But the women feel like if they are not attached with the children, then he has to abandon the children and the woman. He did not give up on his kids. He gave up on you. He did not give up on his children. He gave up on the relationship. He loves his children. It's you that he can't stand. It's your mouth that he can't stand. It's your attitude that he can't stand. It's your lack of appreciation that he can't stand. He didn't give up on the kids. He loves his children, and there's nothing that he won't do for his children. And he even went out and got a big house with extra bedrooms for his children. And he even went out and got a bonus mom for his children. But because he doesn't want you, you make it seem like he's a bad man, like he's a bad father, like he doesn't love his children because you cannot be in the equation. Grow up.
Charleston White, Brick Baby, again, Bruce Cannon, and about 18
If I step, I'm the leader of this 8 shit.